Hello students, in the previous class we are going to prepare the balance sheet in a vertical format as per Companies Act of 2013. So in the present class, in the present session, we are going to prepare the profit and loss account as well as the balance sheet in vertical form. So as per Companies Act of 2013. So ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇನ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Want that from the following trial balance and additional information of Aditya Limited, prepare the profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018 and the balance sheet as on that date in vertical form. So the particulars: debit in rupees and credit in rupees. Investments in share 25,000, purchases 2,65,545, packing charges 9,000, delivery charges 17,700, stock on 1/4/2017, that's opening stock 72,600, wages 15,000, salary 9,000, director fees 2,000, rates and taxes 2,275, carriage 4,100, and dividend for 2007, that is previous year dividend 6,000, difference dividend off year to 31st 9 2017 3,000 is half year ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, remaining half year 3,000 ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು machinery 12,500, discount on issue of shares 1,000, preliminary expenses 500, and bills receivable 20,750, and interest on bank loan 2,900, debenture interest half yearly pay ಆಗಿದೆ 1,875, sundry debtors 25,050, building 1,75,000, furniture the cost ಬಂದು 25,000 but current value is 17,500, motor car 75,000, cash 2,075, sundry creditors 43,925, preference share capital of ₹100 each, that is 1 lakh, equity capital share of ₹10 each 1 lakh, and then 5% market debenture 75,000, dividend and interest here, that income 22,420, profit and loss account on 1/4/2017, that is previous year balance 14,250, sales 3,40,250, and bank loan 75,000. Total is 7,70,845. Coming to that additional information, closing stock ₹71,250, wages include ₹1,000 incurred for installation of machinery. ಅರ್ಥ ವೇಜಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ₹1,000 ಏನು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷಿನರಿ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೆಷಿನರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ವೇಜಸ್ ಇಂದ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Purchases includes goods worth ₹2,500 distributed freely among the customers ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ₹2,500 ಏನು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟು ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಟ್ ದ ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ at 10% on ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್, ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ 25,000, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 10% ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಒನ್, ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ ₹1,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ₹500 ನಾವು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆವೆಂತ್ ಒನ್, ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ₹5,000 ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೋಟರ್ ಕಾರ್ ಇಂದ ₹5,000 ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೋಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 8, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ₹5,000. Coming to that, first we are going to prepare profit and loss account. Before that, you have to calculate notes annexed to profit and loss account. That note number 22, revenue from operation, another sale of goods 3,40,250, and 23, other income, dividend and interest 22,420. And note number 24, cost of material consumed, that is nil. Note number 25, purchases, that is 2,65,445. From that less sample distributed, that is 2,500, remaining 2,63,045. Changes in inventory, opening stock 72,600, from that less closing stock 71,250. Remaining balance, that is changes in inventory, that is opening stock 72,600, from that less closing stock 71,250. The difference is called as changes in inventory 1,350. Note number 27, employee benefit expenses, that salary 9,000, from that, and wages 15,000, from that 15,000 there is 1,000 installation charges is included here. We have to less that is 1,000, remaining 14,000, total is 23,000. And coming to that, note number 28, finance cost, debenture interest paid 1,875, for that outstanding half year outstanding ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 1,875, remaining 3,000, total is 3,750, and interest on bank loan is 2,900, total is 6,650. Note number 29, depreciation and amortization expenses. The 10% depreciation on furniture 2,500, that is 25,000 into 10%, like 2,500. Motor car written off the 5,000 they are given in the problem, and discount on issue of debenture write off, that is 1,000. Out of that 1,500 should be written off 500. Total is 8,000. Note number 30, other expenses: packing charges 9,000, delivery charges 17,700, director fees 2,000, carriage 4,100, rate and taxes 7,750, free sample to customer is 2,500. Total is 43,050 rupees. Whatever the notes calculated in the next year to profit and loss account presented in profit and loss statement for the year end 31st March 2018, particular note number as at 31st March 2018. We have that revenue from operation note number 22, 3,40,250, and other income note number 23, 22,420. The total is 3,62,670. This called as total income. Total income on the karithi expenses, cost of material consumed, that calculated in note number 24, that is nil. Purchase of stock in trade, that is note number 25, calculated, that is 2,63,045. Changes in inventory calculated in note number 26,350. Employee benefit expenses note number 27, that is 23,000. Financial cost, that is note number 28, 6,650. Depreciation and amortization expenses, that is note number 29, 8,000. Other expenses note number 30, that is 43,050. The total is 3,45,095. So here the total income is 3,62,670 and the total expenses is 3,45,095. The difference of these two things is called as profit before exceptional item and tax. Is total revenue minus total expenses, that is 17,575. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಂದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 17,575 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಐಟಮ್ ನಿಲ್. So remaining balance is 17,575, that is called profit before tax. From that less tax expenses of rupees 5,000, the remaining balance is 12,575, that is called as profit transferred to balance sheet. So here we are going to present balance sheet as a profit and loss account. Now we are going to prepare the balance sheet. Before preparation of balance sheet, we have to prepare notes annexed to balance sheet. That is note number 1, share capital, equity share of rupees 10, 1 lakh, and preference share of rupees 100, 1 lakh. Reserves and surplus, here the only surpluses are given. Profit and loss current year 12,575. The balance sheet alli profit and loss account alli prepare ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಈ amount. And profit and loss account previous year ಇದು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 14,250. ಇದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ 26,875 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. From that less preference dividend paid half yearly 3,000, preference dividend to be paid half year remaining outstanding ಇದೆಲ್ಲ 3,000, and dividend for 2017, the preference dividend for 2017, that is 6,000. Total ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 14,875 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. 825 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸಾರಿ, ಇದು 825 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಉಳಿತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. Okay, ಅದೇ ತರ note number 3, long term borrowings 5% mortgage loan 75,000, add interest outstanding 1,875, that is 76,875, and bank loan 75,000. Total is 1,51,875. Coming to the fourth one, deferred tax liability nil. Note number 5, other long term liabilities nil. Note number 6, long term provision nil. Note number 7, short term borrowings, that is also nil. Note number 8, trade payable, under that creditors 43,925, and note number 9, other current liability, preference dividend due, that is 3,000 rupees, and note number 10, short term provision for taxation, that is 500, and note number 11, under that is fixed assets, under that machinery 12,500 for add installation charges, wages ಅಲ್ಲಿ include ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 13,500, building 1,75,000, furniture 17,500, for that less depreciation at 10% on 25,000 reduced 2,500, 15,000 remaining. Motor car 75,000, from that less written off 5,000, remaining balance is 70,000. The total is 2,73,500. That is note number 11. And note number 12, non-current investments in shares 25,000. Note number 13, deferred tax assets nil. Note number 14, long-term loans and advances nil. Note number 15, other non-current assets nil. Note number 16, current investments nil. Note number 17, inventory under the closing stock 71,500. Trade receivable, note number 18, that is debtors 25,050, and bills receivable 20,750. Total is 45,800. And note number 19, cash and cash equivalent 2,075. Note number 20, short-term loans and advances, that is nil. And note number 21, other current assets under the preliminary expenses of 500, and discount on issue of debenture, that is 1,000. Out of that 1,500 is written off, remaining is 500. The total is 1,000. Now, whatever the calculation we have made here should be presented in balance sheet like that. Balance sheet, books of Aditya Limited, balance sheet as on 31st 2018, particulars, notes, figures for the current reporting period. That first one, equity and liability. That shareholders fund, A, share capital, note number 1, 2 lakh, and B, reserves and surplus, note number 2, 14,825. And C, money received against share warrant, that is nil. And second one is concurrent liability, under that long term borrowings, note number 3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ calculation ಆಗಿದೆ 1,51,875 ಇದೆ. D, deferred tax liability, note number 4, but ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, nil. And other long term liability, note number 5, ಅದು ಕೂಡ nil ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್, ನೋಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 6, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬಾರೋಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ನೋಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 7, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಿಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ಸ್, ನೋಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 8, that is 43,925. and other current assets, note number 9 ಅಲ್ಲಿ calculation ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, that is 3,000. and short term provision, that is calculated on note number 10, that is 5,000. The total is 4,18,625. It is called as total of liabilities. Coming to the second part in balance sheet, that is asset. Other assets, first one is non-current assets, and other non-current assets, first one fixed assets, calculated in note number 11, 2,73,500. B, non-current investments, note number 12, 25,000. C, deferred tax assets, note number 13 nil. D, long-term loans and advances, note number 14 nil. And E, other non-current assets, note number 15 nil. That is assets. Second one is current assets. Another current assets, current investment, note number 16 nil. B, inventory is note number 17, 71,250. C, trade receivable, note number 18, 25,050. D, cash and cash equivalent, note number 19, 2,075. E, short-term loans and advances, note number 20, that's also nil. And you have other current assets, note number 21, 21,750. The total of these things is, it is asset 4,18,625. That is called as total of assets. So like that, we have to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet in vertical form as per Companies Act of 2013. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.